Good evening. Can everybody hear me? Too loud? Too low? Perfect. All right. Awesome. Last time we had a little issue with sound. So, welcome everybody. This is our second owner's workshop, and this has been a great turnout today. I didn't expect everyone to come out, so I appreciate your time. We're going to do this workshop in order to kind of answer some questions after you've been in your vehicle for a little while after your purchase. Maybe talk some maintenance and talk about why you purchased your car here at East Coast and what our service department's all about. We're going to take questions from you after our little presentation here. We're actually going to have a presentation of an express oil change as well. So how many people have been to East Coast Service Department before? All right, so we got some people that have went through the process. How many of you have been through our service department in the last couple months? All right, so have you guys recognized the cones? A little change out there? Yep, so I'm gonna go through that a little bit too. So we'll talk about when you come in for service, how to make an appointment and what we're doing. So enjoy your sandwiches while I'll get started here, okay? All right, well, you guys, if you've purchased your vehicle here or you serviced your vehicle here, you are servicing it at the #1 Honda store in South Carolina. We really take a lot of pride in that. We try to make sure our customers are taken care of. We want you to be taken care of while you buy your vehicle and also while you're servicing your vehicle. And if trouble arises with a tire or flat tire or something, we always want you to know we're here, and we always want you to choose us first over anybody else. So we appreciate that. A couple of things about East Coast Honda, our service department. Well, we have some tenured technicians back here. We have one technician that's been here 41 years. He's been here 41 years, so he knows Hondas. A couple other technicians, 35 years, over 200 years of experience in our main shop and our repair shop. So we know how to fix them and we know how to service them. All our technicians are factory trained. They all have to go through a testing process and then as well as a schooling process with Honda before they can work on your vehicle. Our parts department also has tenure. We have a parts manager that's been here 25 years. So if anything arises with the parts, he knows what he's doing as well with the technicians. So there's a lot of great communication that goes on between our parts and service department here. And by great communication, we can do a better service for the customer and yourself. So, again, parts department, all factory trained. So how many of you, I guess you know your oil life percentage, if you have been in your Honda, you see that light come up, 15%. For you new car owners that just bought a Honda, Honda goes on a percentage of the oil life. And that is based on your driving characteristics. So if you are a highway driver and you're more interstate driver, you're probably going to change your oil less because it's less friction on the engine. If you're more in a stop and go situation, city driving, you're probably going to change it a little bit more. It takes into account braking, how fast the engine heats up, how long you drive it, how many miles you drove it. It takes all those things into consideration, brings up a percentage, and then it says, hey, it's time to come in to the service department. So 15% is, hey, call service, get in. It's not right away, but give service a call, and then we'll take you in and get your oil changed. You do not want to see that go below 0%, okay? Let me just turn the light out here. Thank you. So these are some of the indicators that Honda, if your Honda has an issue, some of the indicator warning lamps will come on, okay? These are in your owner's manual. But the main thing and the main one that we see the most of is that tire light, which is right here. How many have seen the tire light come on? Right when it's cold outside and the temperature changes, guess who gets to come to the Honda service department? Everybody with a tire light. And we check your tire pressures. We can check them right here in the lane. You can pull up. If you just want a quick tire check, we have air in the lane. We'll check it, send you on your way. If you want an inspection of the tires, we can bring it in, pick it up and inspect the tires, make sure there's no issue there. Most commonly, that's what we see. That is that and the oil change life. These other indicators come on. You just need to give us a call and we'll find out what's going on. We'll get it to a technician and diagnose the issue. So you'll notice the check engine light is the one that's at the very, very top. We've all known that light for a long, long time. The main thing with that light is if it comes on and it stays on, not a big issue. But if that light's flashing, that's the time where we need to say, hey, let's call roadside assistance, okay? Don't ever want to see that light flashing, okay? Battery indicator light, that's just the light that would come on indicating that the battery voltage is low, okay? That's another indicator that you may have some starting issues. So if you see any of those lights come on, please give us a call. We'll be glad to take care of you, okay? When you schedule an appointment with us, you can call. We have 4 ladies in our BDC that will answer the phone. I'm sure you have done that before, those of you who have used our service department before. You can go online at eastcoasthonda.net and schedule online, and we'll respond to you and give you an appointment. We are changing that system a little bit. So what will happen is you'll actually get to choose your own appointment instead of sending it in and saying, hey, I'd like to request an 8 o'clock appointment for tomorrow. You'll actually be able to see our schedule and make an appointment when whatever allotted time that you want to make it. So that will be coming up. That's a change we are making, but you can't go online and make the appointment. You can always come by and stop by too. We had somebody stop by today with their dog and everything come by. He said, I was just out for a walk and want to stop by and schedule an appointment. So it happens too. So a couple of ways to do that. So this is the change in our service department. We implemented it because a couple of things. We have a lot of people moving to Myrtle Beach, right? A lot of people do it in different ways, different service departments. We want to try to direct you where you know where you're going, okay? So this is just to simplify. If you've never been here or if you have been here, we're just trying to direct traffic a little bit better. So these cones right here represent our service lanes. And this is our welcome tent now. So you'll drive up to the tent, and it's usually Bill out there, Mr. Bill here. There he is. A little hot out there, but he gets out there and he'll direct you right in where you need to go and direct you to a service advisor for help, okay? When you come in for maintenance or for service. So just the traffic lanes here, just pull up, and they're going to direct you down one of those 2 lanes, okay? Guys don't want to come in and wait, you can always drop off. We have a drop-off service, okay? That's right by our service door. There's envelopes in there. You can fill it out, put your key in it, slide the envelope through the door. We'll get it in the morning and give you a call as soon as we get the envelope. So once you get here, you're going to meet our service advisors. Now, we have service advisors who have been here a little while and some new service advisors. So Nick, Mike, and Erwin. Erwin's been here a long time. Mike's been here a little while, and Nick just joined us. All Honda experience, so they know Hondas too. They've been with Honda for quite some time. So that's 3 of our service advisors here. And then we also have Victor, Justin, and Paul. Again, all experts with Honda. They know everything inside and out of these cars. So if you have any questions or need anything, please give us a call. And Caitlin and Tony as well. So we have very, very experienced service advisors. All of them have been through Honda training. They know Hondas. They know how to take care of your car. So you'll be seeing one of these faces when you come in, okay? A Honda maintenance schedule. Everybody know about the Honda maintenance? Well, for those of you that don't know, we do offer express service, okay? That's us trying to get an oil change in and out of here in 45 minutes. So that's our goal. In and out in 45 minutes. But we also want, if you want a car wash or something like that, it'd be a little bit additional time, but that's our goal. We do offer that quick, easy, and affordable. And affordable, I mean by I price shop all the stores around here, and I'm really, really competitive. Our oil change prices are actually less than the Jiffy Lubes or the Firestones, and we offer a full synthetic oil change. So a lot of the times when you call around, they say, oh, it's full synthetic, and it's this price. We keep a good value price at $59.95 for our full synthetic oil changes. Along with that, you're going to get a multi-point inspection. We're going to check over the car properly, the tires, brakes, top off all the fluids, belts, hoses, battery test, and we're also going to check the filters for you, okay? Each time you come in, you're going to get that service. So those of you that have come in for service over the last couple of years, you should know about our video process. Has everybody seen the videos? Yep. We shoot those videos with an iPod, and that's what comes directly from you. These iPods, they can get in the wheels and get up in the crevices to show you problems or issues that may arise while we're driving our cars. It also gives you a good indication if everything's in good condition. So if the filters are good, the last service, you have that video and you have that documentation texted right to your phone so that you can view it for the previous service if you come in the next time. You say, well, filters weren't too bad last time. Maybe they need to be checked again. Yeah, they're getting a little dirtier. So it's for your records as well. We do this for every express oil change and for every maintenance repair. So it's one of those new things, and I think that it's one of those things that are informative to you guys because you can hear it right from the technician. Okay, technician's talking to you. Of course, we use Honda genuine parts. Everything goes on the car is Honda genuine parts. So anytime you get replacements with those, these are actually fluid changes. We always use Honda fluids. We also have added to our tire program. So those of you that might need tires, we go shopping all over the place, I'm sure. We're always trying to find the best price for tires. So what we've done here at East Coast is we've enrolled and we've become competitive with tires as well. So those Costco's and those Walmarts, they offer all that road hazard warranty. We offer it just as well. We offer 2-year road hazard coverage with tire repair and tire replacement. We also offer you roadside assistance with the purchase of tires. We offer you free lifetime tire rotations with the purchase of tires from East Coast. And if you run out of gas within a 15-mile radius of your home, they will come out and fill it up so you can get back to where you need to go. So that's what you get here with our road hazard coverage with our tires, okay? So if you go to shop for tires, please check us out. You can go online, our website. You can see exactly what the tires cost. You don't have to call. You can, if you want to call, that's fine, but you can go on our website and find out exactly what the cost of tires are and how competitive we are with them. And I think it's, you know, at some point it's really just convenient to do it at one place. You know, oil change one place, Honda parts, rotate the tires for free, and you know, so it just makes it a little bit more convenient. And so that's a new program we've got there. So another thing you can do online is Tech Tutor, and some of the stuff on there you can get some help with repairing phones, not really understanding mitigation, which is your radar and your cruise control and that sort of thing. So that's also on our website as well. So we've got some cars parked here, and we're going to take some questions. You know, I've tried to pick everybody's model of car. I kind of looked on the list and said, oh, they got a CRV, they're a CRV owner, or they're that. So Savannah, where are you at right now? Okay, Savannah, come on up. Savannah's one of our express techs. You guys gotten your oil changes here. You probably heard her on the camera. So Savannah, you're going to go over there and drain and fill, and kind of what's your start process here? What's the first thing you're going to do with the car?
Once I lift it up, I go ahead and go around and check all the tire pressures. Make sure that you don't have any nails in your tires. Make sure everything's looking good with your tires. And then I'll move on and go ahead and break that drain plug loose and go ahead and change your oil out for you.
Now you've got the filters out already, right? Okay, so she's already pulled the filter. She's already done her battery test. Why don't you go over there and show us what you're going to do there? So she's got her drain can over there. So at this point, she's already tested the battery. She's checked your fluids, and this is kind of what you would get in the service, where she's just going to drain the oil and change the filter out, check all your tire pressures and so forth. So this is kind of how our process goes a little bit. So we try to get it in and out as quickly as possible. So while she's doing that, we can take some questions, and we're also going to do a raffle. You ready for the raffle, Kendall? Come on up. Let's give some prizes away. Everybody got a ticket? Who didn't get a ticket? Mike, hold your hand up there. Mike will come around and get you. We'll give away some Honda prizes. Yes, ma'am. Oh, she needs her ticket. Okay, sorry. Giving away some Honda apparel today. Guys, this is Kendall Emerson. He's also a service lane manager, so y'all might run into him as well. Thank Kurt. Yeah. Any more? Right here. Okay. All right. Any questions? We can answer questions too. Yes, sir. In the back. What kind of phone do you have? Apple phone. Okay. What kind of vehicle do you have? CRV, you said? Let's see in a few minutes. Let's see if we can go down here and we'll walk through it on a CRV and see what we can come up with an answer for you. Some of that may be the pairing. I know Apple sometimes they're really strong encryption, but sometimes they have their little glitches. So we'll find out and see. What's that? Do you have GPS on your car? You just using the phone? Okay. Okay. Well, we can demonstrate that as well. All right. We've got some service writers coming up that can answer some questions as well. With Apple CarPlay. Okay. Oh, Justin, come on up, man. You can answer that one here. Justin was asking if it was CarPlay or not, right? And you are using CarPlay, correct? Here, let's get it. Give it some juice. All right, you should have juice. More juice? You good? Can you hear me? Yeah. And you said you were using CarPlay and not navigation, correct? All right. Are we using a factory Apple cord? Or are we using one possibly from Walmart? So it came with the phone? All right. I'll be glad to sit in the car and see if we can figure it out for you. Justin, can help you with that? All right, let's spin that. Let's get a prize away. All right, everybody got their ticket? You pick a prize, Mike. That's what we're going to give away. Coffee cup first. All right. All right, and our winner, can't read it, but 331608, that's Tom and maybe Doris? Tom and Doris. All right, everybody give Tom and Doris a hand. They get a Honda coffee cup. All right. All right, let's spin another one. Sorry, Doris, I couldn't read the writing. 331623. Martha? Right here. Martha, you got you a hat. You're out there gardening, you can put that thing on. You got another question? No other questions? Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we're feeding this on Facebook too. So I'll repeat. So I'm sorry. What was your name? Linda. I was asking if when the car comes to a stop and it cuts off and it cuts back on, is that normal? You guys want to answer that, Nick? Go ahead.
So it is completely normal for those cars that have that feature. And the reason why some people—
Sorry, it wasn't the question. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Is it a good thing? I'm sorry.
It saves on your fuel economy, yes. If you permanently, not so much. Some of the cars feature a button that you can turn it off.
Oh, you can't do it. You can't do
Won't go
that.
off permanently.
Yeah, you can't cut it off. Honda might have a little something to say about that, but yeah. Yes, Linda. Okay, yeah. They said the starter may go out faster. So, well, I think time will tell on that. This is a fairly new system. Okay. I think, with the starters, the way they've built them now, they've built them to endure that. I have not put a starter on an auto stop car yet. So, not even under warranty. So, I'm sure once they get up in miles, time will tell. Just all I know, Linda. Yeah, Nick, go ahead.
Yep, they have redesigned the starter design to incorporate that feature. So they have that in mind.
Okay, he's asking the rear hatch when it goes all the way up. Why can't you stop it before going all the way up so it hits the garage door? Take that one.
So
Hold on, we got specialist Brian Miller coming in right now. So how many of you bought a car from Brian Miller? Here we go. Go ahead, Brian.
all right, so there is actually a couple of Hondas that have the ability to stop the tailgate, but then there's others that do not. I am a spoke on the wheel, so if it was up to me, I would put that feature in every power tailgate, but Honda does not always incorporate that in each level. So there's if you have it, you'll have a hold 2 seconds. It'll say hold. You can hold the button for 2 seconds and you can actually set that. But the other ones, unfortunately, do not have that. So there's nothing. Well, and see, each year also makes a difference. And that's why if you look at the button, you'll see if it does not say hold for 2 seconds, like in a little bitty writing beside where it is, it does not have it. I'm sure we might.
Well, do we have one that has the whole button on this passport here? Or no?
I think they're looking right now.
We're looking now.
Yeah, there's been plenty of deliveries where I've showed that feature on where you can stop it, because we've also got people of different height as well. And one of the great features of a power tailgate is not having to reach your hand up to manually close it. So not everyone wants, some people may need it to go all the way up because they may be extra tall. But unfortunately, even with like the auto idle engine, a lot of my customers, when I sell them, they turn it off every time they get in the car because they don't like the feature, not as much about the EPA or, originally when you bought a brand new car, the first 5,000 miles, I don't even think you were supposed to go over 55. You don't have to do that anymore. So I don't know if it's as much a problem about the starter as obviously technology evolves, so does these cars. But unfortunately, that would be a nice feature to have in all the tailgates. Yeah, some of the CRVs had them, and then some of the newer ones, like the hybrids, I don't think they actually have it. I'd have to double check because I tell you what, come talk to me. I'll get you into a CRV.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Unfortunately, some of the line, like if you have the passport and it may not have it, and there's not really a way that you can change that once it's already built that way. And that could be a possibility. Yes, sir.
Yep.
But that's why I always ask all of my customers to sit down and have a good conversation about what is important for the car that they're going to buy. And when we do the original test drive and demonstration, we like to hone in on what is important to you to make sure this car is going to work for you. Yeah. And we miss that. And unfortunately, these cars do have like 120 different things that I could just sit there and take all day showing you. So sometimes things are missed. I've had other customers come in and not even realize with, for instance, the Apple CarPlay, one thing that makes that so friendly or user-friendly is that you could tell Siri what to do while driving. Where with a built-in navigation, you have to be in park to change any destination. You can even subplot your original destination with Apple CarPlay. So there's a lot of little things that, even us professionals, sometimes there's so many different things we learn every day as well. But that's why it's such great to have such a good community here.
Why is
Because
the
of-
Apple and the Android so different?
Well, the phones themselves are different. I would recommend if you like Google Maps, download Google Maps on Apple. You have to take an extra step and say, Siri, take me to Taco Bell with Google Maps, or else it would take you to Apple Maps. So that's just a subcategory of your phone, which is just a different app. Right. That's what we're here for. There was one customer I had, she had come in 4 times for me to go over the smartphone connection with her, and also a lot of other things with the safety and everything, because the cars have evolved a lot. I grew up in the mountains and I drove a stick shift on the hills, and kids today probably won't ever experience that, or when cars came with no AC or AC. But that's what we're here to help with. So.
Yes, sir. Mike's got a question.
I started out driving with no power steering. Now you got power steering to use one hand. Now with my new car, when I go to change lanes, I go into lane departure. My car starts chattering. I got to put 2 hands on the wheel because it wants to pull me back.
Okay, so Mike's question is, when he's using lane departure and he goes to change lanes, the steering wheel shakes.
So there's actually a personalization to all the safety features there. You can go in there and turn the vibration off to where the only flash warning instead of having the vibration active. So you can personalize all the new safety features for yourself. One of my favorite examples of that is a guy from up north. I forgot which city he was, but he told me in a beautiful language that he's a very aggressive driver and he likes to ride, right on top. And he does not like the forward collision braking. So he asked me to show him how to be able to turn that off permanently. Everyone's a little different, but that's my favorite example.
Yes,
Yes, I can show you how to do that. Yes.
your name? Okay.
And then,
What triggers the lane departure? Is
and-
that the question there?
Yes.
Okay.
And so with a lot of the safety technology and especially that camera, for instance, there's also the feature called Lane Keep Assist, which will, instead of warning you when you're running off, it'll actually even adjust as you're driving to keep you in the middle of the lane. But on extreme temperatures, rain, extreme wind even, there could be some disturbances as you're moving along there that can cause it to kind of glitch a little bit, so to speak. They just think that, like the line kind of moved, and they thought maybe you did hit that line. So
The lines aren't clearly painted on the road too.
that's it.
That has an effect on it too.
Yeah, and also weather conditions. Sometimes that radar is looking and it's seeing rain or snow, which we don't have here, thank goodness. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so she has an HRV and there's a little green button on the side there. You guys want to take that one?
Pretty sure that's probably the economy.
The economy, yes.
So the economy mode is to maximize your gas mileage. It does hold back the power of the AC a little bit, but you can gain 1 to 2 miles per gallon extra. You've also got an S in your car, not located near there, but in the HRV where your drive mode is. And that's called your sport mode. So you have 3 different drive modes that you can enjoy your Honda with: regular drive, sport, and economy. I probably drive around with economy all the time. It'll show a little green leaf, and that's all that is, to turn it on and turn it off.
Uh-huh. So there's an amber green light around the speedometer, green and white, it goes, correct? Yeah. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Cynthia. Okay. Yeah, so the question is when she gets out of the car, she uses the steering wheel and the steering wheel locks on her, and then you can't start the car because they're turning the ignition because the steering wheel's locked. So yeah, so there's an interlock in there in the steering column that once it reaches a certain point, it's going to lock. I've had that several times, but what I always tell people to do is if you can grab the bottom of the steering wheel and wiggle it a little bit, it'll usually, while turning the key, it'll usually let loose. Now, as far as getting in and out, I don't know that there's anything that I know about that you can put on the steering wheel that would help with that. It's just the interlock. Yeah. Yeah, just grab the bottom of it and kind of hold it to one side, and then while turning the key, and it usually will unlock for you. Yeah, but unfortunately, there's nothing I know about that can prevent it, especially in that that condition there. So, yeah, yeah, yes. Yes. Okay. Brand new CRV. There's a 2 switches. There's one for brake hold and one for parking brake. You guys want to take that one?
The parking brake is obviously just like your old school hands up, hands down. The brake hold is actually a feature that is only activated when you're in drive with your seatbelt on. Once you buckled up, you can activate that feature. It'll say in green, you'll see it come on. And then once you come to a complete stop, it'll say hold. And what you can do is release your foot off the brake. And again, driving a stick shift on the foothills of North Carolina would have been a magnificent time for that to come out. Because as you're about to roll backward, that brake hold feature will hold that brake while you release it until you hit the gas, and then you will start to go. And that's what the brake hold feature does for you. I know that's why I should have had it back then. That's what I'm saying. But no, it's also a comfort feature. You ever been in a traffic jam here, like in Ocean Lakes, and you move up 5 feet and you stop, and you move up 5 feet and you stop? You can activate that, and rather than going back and forth from park to drive, which the toy now has a really nice way of just pushing the button rather than moving the gear shift. So that's already extra convenience. But rather than putting it in park and drive or just holding the brake down, so as we all know, things become more difficult, even getting out of the car. But it also can be tiresome to sit there and hold the brake in every time you just move a little bit. So that is merely just a convenience feature for really heavy stop and go traffic, and or of course like hills and etc. Or even to possibly make sure you don't roll through another stop sign if you got a ticket. So.
Thank you for the question. Yes, sir, in the back. Yes. He's asking, is there a way to turn off the adaptive cruise control on a Ridgeline?
So where you would change the distance you follow the car with adaptive cruise control by holding that button down for at least a solid second, a little bit longer, you will deactivate adaptive cruise control and you will go back to your original cruise control. No, once you've done it the first time, it stays that way, and then you'd have to do the same process of holding that button down to reactivate the adaptive cruise control. That's another thing, like with the forward collision braking, the only time I've ever heard someone that turned that off, they were in the, one of my customers was in the mountains somewhere, that every time they came around the corner, because it was very steep, it kept flashing, thinking that they were going to run into the actual mountain. So they turned that off. In order to turn the forward collision braking off, it's very similar as well. You hold that button down for about 3 seconds and it deactivates it. But for the adaptive cruise control, it's specifically the one that changes the distance. Just hold that down while you have your cruise main activated, not necessarily in cruise control, but with your cruise features on. Yeah, before you know it, you've been following someone at 50 miles per hour for like 20 minutes. Yeah.
Does the type of cord make a difference when using your phone on Apple CarPlay? Yes. Honda has said that you should use a Apple cord to get the best communication from the device to the audio unit. Yeah. Yeah, the cord does make a difference. It does make a difference. Yes, sir. Is there any way to find out how many miles you have left in the fuel tank? Okay. Yeah, you should have an information button on the side of the steering wheel that will tell you miles till empty. Yes, I can show you that. It's an information button on the side of the steering wheel that can show you that. Want to spin again? Let's give something away. 331-619 Jim T. Jim.
Jimmy Tuttle.
All
Jimmy
right.
Tuttle.
That's a familiar face. How you doing, Mr. Tuttle? Good, good. All right, what's our next prize? What are we giving away? Brian, what are we giving away?
Definitely a hat. Definitely a hat.
All right, we're giving away a hat. 331633. That is Ethel. Ethel in the back. Which hat you want, Ethel? Pink one, camo. Three three one six three zero. Lolitha, is that right? All right. What we got? How about a water? How about yeah. There you go. All right. Put that in your Honda cup holder. All right, what's up next, Brian?
Do another hat.
I'm doing another hat. 331622. Karen T. Karen. Where's Karen? Hey, there you are, Karen. Karen, you're going to get you a Honda hat. All right, let's give away another water jug there. 331624. Harvey. Where's Harvey at? Hey, Harvey. All right, you got you a prize.
You want the camouflage, Harvey, or you want the big one? All right.
All right. Might not find it. All right, well, one more prize here. Let's give another prize away. 331612. It is Cynthia T. We talked to Cynthia. Yeah, good question over there. All right, Cynthia.
Cynthia, you want the bottle or the hat?
She's taking the bottle. Thank you so much. Any more questions, guys, before we break off into the cars? Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Sure. That's a good question. Sometimes I don't even know that, but I will tell you Honda's plan is to be 80% EV by 2035 and 100% EV by 2040. That was the latest news that I've heard. They wanted to know when Honda was going EV. So that's what we heard. Now, I will tell you this. Nothing, I don't think anything's set in stone. Right now, our hybrids are really great cars. And they get the best of both worlds there. Really great gas mileage and fuel economy, and they're really quiet. But those are the two things that I've heard: 20, 35, 80%, and then in 2040, 100%. But subject to change.
I'd also like to say that Honda's never been one that's tried to just jump head on with
That's
anything.
right.
They've always been a quality and tried and true. So before they try the pure electric, it'll be ready once they come, not 100 recalls in the first year.
Yeah, Honda really does good by its own model. So the only electric car that we truly had was called a Clarity, okay? And the Clarity we don't even sell in the state of South Carolina anymore. It's only, I think it's available in California, but it is not available as a car here in South Carolina. They discontinued it here for sale. So that's our only true electric plug-in vehicle, and we don't even sell them here in South Carolina. Yeah, they do come with a charger. Yes, sir. Awesome. Congratulations. Okay, that could be a settings thing. It's a beep while driving using navigation. That could be a setting where you're either reached a certain speed or above speed or below speed or a different routing. I think I would have to probably check the settings. Is that right, Brian?
Yeah, it could be a couple of, it could be the
Settings.
settings, just depends.
So in those settings, it would tell you what you've set it at. It could be traffic or an accident ahead. Sometimes can be an alert for a beep, but you can set different alerts for that beep in the navigation. We could help you with that. I mean, just drive it by here and we can look at it. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Anybody else? Yes, sir. Gary, how are you? Good. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. Yeah. Well, thank you, Gary, for that.
And then my question is, are there any service plans available that you could either do by the year or by the mileage? So I wouldn't have to go kind of à la carte where I could plan out all the expenditures for like a 3-year period.
Oh, yeah, we have that. One of our advisors, can you somebody go grab him a maintenance menu so you can look at that? Yes, we have one for you. Yeah, we do have that. We also have East Coast Care, which we offer in-house. It is a program that we just started about a year ago with our finance department. You can prepay for all the maintenance up to 30,000 miles. Then after that, there's a normal charge for maintenance. But yeah, no, not free. Did you say free? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, thank you. All right, Gary. All right. Yeah, we got to get a laugh out of it. Yeah. No, but yeah, East Coast Care, yeah, and then there's some other maintenance plans as well, but that's what we offer here. Well, we can get somebody to help you with that if you'd like. Sure. Thank you for those kind words too. Anybody else? All right. Well, Kurt, you want to say something? Come on up. This is our general manager, Kurt Cahill. Round of applause for Kurt here. He's a big day today.
Sorry, I'm not very good with the mic. So I do appreciate all the suggestions you guys had. Honda actually does ask us for suggestions every 3 to 4 months. So I've got a sheet here. I already put the tailgate adjustment on there as a recommendation for all models. So I'm going to put it right here with a pen if you guys want to write that down. Anything else that you have. I do want to thank everybody for being out here. We put this on for all of you because, they say the old saying in the car business is that sales sells the first car and service sells the rest, which means if we don't take care of you in the service department, that means you won't come back to us. So our goal is to always make sure Matt does a fantastic job to make sure, we're human. Issues are going to come up. Today, if anybody was in for service, I apologize. Our actual computer systems went down today. We have a connection between here in Anderson, South Carolina, and the connection went down. So all these guys here were scrambling, trying to make sure you guys didn't notice that there was a problem. So we're human, things happen. If you ever have an issue with service or sales, don't hesitate. I'm gonna leave my business cards up here. Don't hesitate to reach out to me because we are the #1 Honda store in South Carolina. And the only reason we get that way is to make sure that we continue to exceed expectations. So if you ever need anything, don't hesitate to reach out to us. I was kind of sitting back there listening to some of your comments. And when I was growing up, my dad was never good with computers. And I always used to give him a hard time about not being good with computers. And I feel like now that I'm getting older, I feel like I'm my dad now. Because when it comes to technology and cars, now I run the dealership. I'm supposed to know everything about every piece of technology in these cars, like the auto stop and auto start. And I'm with most of you that I'd like to be able to turn that off permanently, but it does save fuel economy and it helps Honda get the ratings that they need to get. one more thing about the electric question that you had asked. So Honda had the Clarity. It does really, really well in California, but it doesn't sell well in the other states just because there's a lot of people that aren't ready to go to electric. We have a little bit over at Volkswagen. We have the ID4, which is electric, and I just am in the process of buying one just so I can test it out myself. But Honda really has a vision, you know, just like we said, it's 2035 and 2040. But they're going to, the first car that they're going to make or come out with is the Prologue. That's going to be like in this new platform that they're designing. And they always make sure that they exceed expectations before they bring more vehicles out. So that's really all I got. Again, thank you guys for attending. I know there's a lot of different things you could do tonight, but I appreciate you coming in and attending.
Thank you, Kurt. I want to just piggyback off that. Again, my name's Matt Martin. I'm the service manager here. So if I know I've seen some familiar faces in here. So you guys know that I'm always here for you. If you ever need anything, again, just like Kurt said, please give me a call if you ever have any issues with your service department. We'll be glad to help. That's what we're here for. And we have a great community of customers, and I appreciate you all taking the time to come out tonight. If you would hang around for a little bit, we're gonna. If you have any questions about the cars, we're gonna stick around and answer some questions. If you do, if you don't, that's fine. We'll see you soon. And thanks for coming. We really appreciate your business. Thank you.